That's what I wanted to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with Coppola because that movie Heart of Darkness had come out.
Right.
A documentary about Apocalypse Now. And that was a massive inspiration. That made me believe that I could be a filmmaker. Because the way he...
How crazy he was.
And how he worked against the odds and made that happen. He made that movie happen without anyone really wanting him to.
Yeah, and he had a large enough personality and enough talent to people where people would tolerate.
Yeah, and there was a moment, and when you talk about little things that have been guiding principles for me, that one has like eight of them in them. And one of them was... this guy in the movie saying the way Francis operates is he wants to make a movie, he just starts making the movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't wait for permission or for even the money. He just starts making the movie. And he figures if I start making the movie, people start joining along. And that's how I've done everything since then. Just start making it and give it a life. You know?
Well, that always amazed me about you, and we'll come around to that in a minute, is that, you wrote an entire... You would write these scripts that were based on ideas that, like, I would have if I had the idea, be like, that's ridiculous. And you would have this ridiculous idea and write
a movie about it, yeah.
What was that fucking script, The Beard?
Oh, Annie's Beard. Yeah.
What was that about?
That was about a woman, like a pretty young woman.
Yeah.
Who works in show business. Based on Lorne Michaels' assistants. He had all these blonde assistants back then. Like a mean-spirited pretty girl who works for a big studio mogul.
Yeah.
And drives a Jetta, and whatever. And one day she's talking on the phone.
Yeah.
She's driving, and she plows into a kid and kills a kid.
Yeah.
And the kid happens to be a girl who has a beard, like a full man's beard.
See, right there I would stop the movie idea.
Exactly. So she has this beard, and you just see it. It's not made a big deal out of. You just see when you see the kid get hit, the kid has a beard.
Yeah.
And so she's vilified by the L.A. community, the press.
Yeah.
Big sensational trial of the woman who killed it. Gorgeous, rich woman on a phone killing a kid. It would be, So she's on trial, and the kid has a little, the dead girl has a brother who says, what happens is the family of the girl is so nice, and they don't want to ruin this woman's life. They don't want her to go to prison. They go to the judge and say, please don't ruin her life. We lost our little girl. We don't want... And the judge is very moved by this. And and the little boy says that he tells this story that their father had a beard.
Yeah.
And he died.
Yeah.
And that the girl willed herself to grow a beard as a monument to him.
Yeah.
And said, as long as I wear this beard, he'll never die.
Yeah.
And now she's gone.
Yeah.
So could she grow a beard? The little boy asks the judge. I can't believe I wrote this. And so the judge says you have to get a beard put like really, not like a fake beard, but you have to really
grow a beard
and keep it for the 10 years you would have done in prison. And so there's this scene where they graft a beard onto her, like they do this whole crazy, this fucking insane thing, and she wears a beard. And she has a probation officer who just makes sure, like gives it a tug and makes sure it's there always.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to obscure it, And there's a whole thing where she goes and tries to wear like she goes to like a store where they sell burqas and other Middle Eastern, and learns about concealing beauty and what that means to Muslims and stuff. And it destroys her life. She can't work in television. She can't. It's a cosmetic industry.
Yeah.
So it's about her coming to terms with her life and her value as a person.
And her beard.
At one point, she shaves it and runs off, and there's like helicopters chasing her like The Fugitive. It's fucking crazy. But no, it was a mess. But I was obsessed with it. I tried to get it made for like 3 yeyears.
Oh.
And it broke my heart.
That you didn't get it made?
Never made it, never will.
And then there was I guess, we should talk, quickly about the Pootie Tang debacle.